What I say to them, you've been through so much. You've traveled thousands and thousands of miles. Horrific things have happened to you. You've watched your family members die. You've gone without eating for months. How hard is it to study every night? And they're like, you're right, miss. I said, you need to study, you need to read every night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One person.
Most of our kids are refugees. They didn't choose it. They didn't choose this life. They didn't choose to come somewhere else. They didn't choose to come to America, to Rochester. And I just wish that other people could see and think if they were in their shoes. She has her own very unique individual style. I always tell her I'm jealous because she experiments with all these big, beautiful hairstyles.
I like to change my hair all the time. I like to change clothes anytime and my shoes, everything.
The one thing that hasn't changed is her dedication to being educated.
So we just run away. No shoes, no what, no anything. We just ran. I was crying because 3 days, no eating, no water, no nothing. I asked my father, why we live this life? He said, this is how, because they kill your grandfather. There's nowhere to go back.
Te bénissons dans la gloire, Seigneur. Oh, Seigneur, béni qui a préparé, béni nous aussi qui vont l'employer au nom de Jésus-Christ. Amen.
Amen.
I'm looking forward to be either like a police officer or a pharmacist. I believe these things gotta give a lot of help to people, so I'll go with him.
Hussein's kind of a one of a kind kid. At the prom last year, he was the first one on the dance floor. He is very accepting of other cultures. When he was here, he encouraged his peers to be proud of their own culture, even if it wasn't the same as his.
We left because of the terrorism. We left because we don't want to get killed. There's a reason why we came here. And there's a reason why we have to be here and continue, because we have to, get our education and get our job and, pay it back to the country that gave you a lot of help at first, right?
There's traumatic experiences that are just re-triggered for a lot of our kids. All of a sudden they're back in their camp where it's being raided, or they're back in their house where, where they're being kicked out and their houses are being set on fire. We had probably about 250 kids out there. What we didn't know was that it was the local air show at the airport. And our students are all out there, and all of a sudden 3 jets just flew really low over the field, and most of our kids just dropped to the ground. And they covered their heads. And we realized that they thought that they were being bombed. And for us, that it hadn't happened before. That's way outside of my realm of experience.
I think that it's because they've been through so much that their perseverance is at a much higher level than ours. Their resiliency is like, we get knocked down, we might stay now, they get right back up.
The example of the Rochester Academy, it's a beautiful example of a community that came together in solidarity of refugees, and in turn it became a richer community culturally, socially, and possibly even economically. And these are the good examples, the good stories that the Together campaign to counter xenophobia is trying to magnify.
And we talk about how, that the United Nations believe in peace around the world, and they do that kind of work, that real hard work of bringing peace. And it starts with us here.
The rule of school is we are area, we are one, we are together. You can talk to anybody. Does not matter what color. We are different color, but we are same blood.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Monday, Tuesday.
I wish the world could be like I used to be in school, you know, how things going, how respectful and, you know, honored each other, how we were family and playing and do all these things together. We're all from different culture, we all have different, you know, nationality, but we're the same, you know. It doesn't matter where you came from, what language you speak, what color you are, you're a human being, you know. You gotta show respect and be respectful for whoever you are, and you gotta respect others.
Coming up on a future edition of 21st Century.
ناوي من إخلاصة حمري من هبدا سالم عراقي دمازنبو عرب اختي داعش سيما هشتاتي مش مال دركتن متابعين كردستان مريفا قرت
استهنجام برنا شنغالا متداخل بازيردا السر أو جيكا متيدا السرطانين سوكا كاتشكا
أو اختصاب جماعتك تبايوان عاوزي برخواكا بمجتاكي عاديو
It's important for interview survivors that they feel comfortable. Not only it's important to speak the language, but to understand the cultural aspect. How should we approach survivors? How should we respect them? What should we take into consideration?
ترى بعمرة بيتسكرك بمرتاحكم جيروكا خجركو فرقينا ومرجوروكا خش تكاسيرانا بوتوسا بس يعني أزبوي مرتاح مش حقي ما تقربي نازلات
وقتين ربيعات بتيتي أحسيام إنه هناك الدنيا دحين ما بحسين.
Helps also to be a police woman because you have the investigation experience and you know how to investigate, how to ask the right questions, which question you should not ask.